Hello. Welcome back. Spark Your Interest podcast episode what?
17.
17. 17. Big 17. I'm apparently running it this week, so it's going to be fucking all over the place. So
Apologies in advance.
We're going to start Tool of the Week. I've finally, very kindly, been purchased one of these, and I'm loving it. It's the Seawood, what is it? Power Test 200. Comes in this awesome little...
Can't hear you, mate.
Awesome case. And yeah, I've been using it heaps, and it is so good. I'm loving it. It's super simple, super easy to use. It's got the dial. Wow.
You can't leave that on there.
You never do that.
That was hanging off like an old Band-Aid did.
Yeah, it's very obviously different to like the Matrels. It's more basic, but super simple to use, and yeah, really good bit of gear just to have. I've used it heaps. Fault finding. We had some weird faults on a house that we were doing the other day, and it was just so good to have an MFT on site. That meant that I could do lots of different.
Good
tests.
price point.
True.
Bit under $800.
Yep.
So real good entry level one. So that's probably what we'll stock in most cars. Is them for the guys, because obviously we all know no one looks after the stuff they're given. So there's no way everyone's getting MFT worth a few $1,000s. So $800, you know, not to say you can throw it against the wall, but I think
good. Like we talked about before, like if you bought all the meters, like if you bought all the Fluke meters, it's going to cost you more than that. So I think it's a good option to have.
It's a good budget option, entry level for sure. And then so any local guys listening, Heyman's Ballona are going to stock them. They actually get them at a really good price. So I told Matt in there to keep a few on there. I think he's already sold a couple. So if anyone wants to come and have a suss before they buy one, come grab one of ours and have a test if you're around the area. But super simple, good one for the apprentices to learn on.
Sick case too, by the way.
And it's good that it comes in a case and it's got
it's got the proper mega test lead.
The probe test lead, so you can hold it.
Really
the test button is on the lead, which is good. So the Matrel doesn't have that.
No,
which is like kind of annoying.
It's like you said, it's an awesome entry level bit of kit to have around. That means you don't have to carry 8 different testers around, and super useful.
My tool of the week.
How many times have you used it? Once.
I've used it once, but it was good use. Milwaukee 12-volt cable cutter. Mate, it came in handy.
Oh, he's broken it.
It came in handy the other day. We're doing new mains for that commercial job, parallel 300s. So 8 300s. Here's a little here's a little tester. Here's a little off-go. It's bloody heavy, this thing. Straight out of the scrap bin. So here we go. Sorry for the listeners, but this might be a bit boring.
Fuck, that was thrilling stuff. Thank God we did that.
We noticed like it's good, but you've got to really get that cut. It does definitely pull it, because it's a cross cut. It gets it on a bit of an angle. So, mate, I think they're like $700. It's probably more a novelty.
I've heard they look really good, like rolling around in the footwell of a Prada.
Yeah.
So I think
that's what they have been.
It's a good
doing.
accessory.
No, I've got a nice case with I put them in a nice case. One of those.
Is that with your one Milwaukee? Is that with your one Milwaukee packet that's just got a fucking laser in it in the back of your car?
Mate, if you don't calm down, I might try this out on you.
Again, great audio from. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
If you're thinking about getting one, 300 is the max cable it cuts, and so it's not too bad. If you're doing a board with heaps of sets of mains in it, I reckon it'd be pretty good. When you got big cocky beaks or something like this, would be save the fingers.
What else were we talking about actually, tool wise? Oh, and you got the bandsaw too.
Yeah, the bandsaw, the M12 bandsaw as well. It's good. Bandsaw is good. The guys had it today, just cutting U-strap. I think they were struggling with the process of using it a bit.
Oh yeah. Oh, because you've got to like butt it up against the
Yeah, because like obviously the blade's on kind of an angle, it throws you a bit like that to get it straight. But yeah, I'd show them it chews through it. It's pretty good. It's good for tray work, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing to have if you were doing lots of cut and threaded rod and stuff.
It's good for if you got a site where you need hot works permit and stuff, then it eliminates that. So.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
because you
no sparks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, then what do you?
All right, moving on from. I didn't realise I found this out through an email through the Voltex team. It's actually National Safe Work Month.
You should know that. I've been sprucing that all the time.
Well,
you don't have Instagram though, do you?
No. So yeah, National Safe Work Month. I suppose that just if I can raise an awareness against a lot of things that we've been talking about in the past few as well, is that trying to lift the standard in the industry, and that brings that to the forefront, I think.
With safety?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Like I said, I didn't even know it was National Safe Work Month. So.
Well, what rock have you been living under, mate?
Fuck, I don't know. Voltex gives me all the information I need in their weekly
Nah,
update.
I think we've been pushing hard this month with the 100% lockout tag out, and I've been getting photos from the guys on site, and I think they 100% got around that, and they're proving that they're doing it, sending photos and making sure that they are.
Mm-hmm.
We had a big chat on that, making sure that everyone is doing it. Everyone's got a lockout kit in their car.
Yeah.
Making sure it's getting done. It's obviously an easy thing to forget.
I think it does seem to be more prevalent. I've noticed that the wholesalers are definitely stocking more lockout, tag out stuff than they were before. I noticed that over the past few weeks.
Yeah, what did we get? I just got the kit from
the Surlock one.
Yeah, we just did the giveaway on that, but we're doing the EFO kit from Trade Zone. That's a good kit.
Oh yes,
and it's like $100. So
is that the one that's got the full? That's the full kit.
It's a full kit. Yeah, it's good. It's like maybe I'll get that on next week and show you what's in it. It's good. That's a pretty good kit. I got a few of them for the cars the other day, and they're like $100. So they have a few lock. I think the Circlock one only comes with one padlock, and this one's got two.
Yeah, that is the annoying thing about the Surlock ones, because it only comes with one like danger tag as well.
The other thing I was going to go into with the lockout tag out is, I guess, when you're doing a job where if you work for a company with a lot of people and you might not be that person going back, but you've locked something off, how does that? That's where it might come into a bit of you might come in a bit of strife with that. So, do people have like a handover or something like that when they're doing it? So say all right, we're working on a job, commercial board, we've locked some stuff off. It's going to be locked off for maybe a few weeks, a month. Like I know at the hub, I've got 4 circuits locked off with my locks on it that have been on there since demolition.
Yeah.
We've actually pulled all the cables out, but there was a few things we didn't really know where they were going. So they're locked out. But say someone else needs to get into that. I don't know. It's different with us, but because I've got my locks on it. Would you, if you leave the key on site, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of it being safely isolated, I'd say, unless you
unless you did some sort of like master key arrangement for the locks in a locked cabinet.
Well, the other thing that came up, a few guys were talking about in the UK, was that the locks only have 2 keys or something, so you can unlock other people's locks. That was different. I don't know if it's the same out here. I haven't tested it with any of the ones we've got.
Oh, true. The locks are all the same.
Well, they just have generic keys. So, like, all their keys are the same for all their padlocks. So, you could go to site and unlock someone's lock. So, that's pretty... I think there was a bit of uproar.
You've got to be a bit of a fuckwit, though, to go and, like, take those things off. If it's locked off.
But you've heard stories of people grinding off locks. Like, chefs in a kitchen, like, oh, I need my cooker on. And they've, like, someone might be working and they've, like... I think someone said that in the Discord chat that they were working in a kitchen and
someone just came and fucking pulled it.
Just cut the lock off. And that's, people would lock stuff out with the copper. It's like,
true.
A bit of tape.
Yeah.
That's why you use a lock, because if you put tape over it, it's not really going to...
Yeah, I mean, fuck, that's a fucking dog move from another Sparky there to kind of start taking locks off. But, yeah, fuck, I don't know. I don't know the circumstances.
Yeah.
That's mental, though. If like, members of the general public are pulling fucking lockouts off, that's pretty fucking wild.
Yeah, that's it. I think other safety wise, that was kind of the big push. We got the LV rescue kits for working switchboards. That's been good. You guys have been onto that as well. I've had a few calls about picking the kit up from the shed, so it's good to see that that's all,
Well,
getting done
yeah.
by the guys.
I think it was good to have that conversation again as well, just to reiterate the whole, because it just comes back to what we've been talking about before, in that you just shouldn't be working live. So realistically, most of the time, there's no reason to have that
Yeah.
or to need that.
I had
because
to
you're
do it the
not-
other day with some testing
Yeah.
and got
Yeah.
all kit out. It takes a bit of time to settle all up, but got a few.
But it's sort of few and far between though, right? Like it's not something that you're going to be doing every day, because realistically you're going to be killing that board. If you're going to be adding stuff into that board and working on that board, you're going to be killing it.
Yeah, but it's like it's just coming down to the thing. Like if you have to, then make sure you're doing the right thing with it.
For sure.
Other than that, it's kind of weekly. Like how you been going this week? You've been out.
What have I been doing? Yeah, we've got a big. Well, it's been busy. It's because that leads on to another thing I was going to talk about. It's getting into that sort of crazy Christmas period again, where I feel like not everyone's wanting lots of things at once, but everything just sort of starts to kind of compile towards the end of the year, because there's an expectation that, certain things will get done to a certain point before the end of the year. Everyone wants to be into houses or be able to use things by the Christmas time, because that's when everyone has their sort of main holiday. So
that's when all major deadlines.
Yeah.
Sort of. I'm looking at it. I think we're kind of not too bad.
No, I was
Most
thinking about
projects
it.
this year look like they're going to run through.
Yeah, they're going to. Well, because
they didn't get started quick enough. I don't think.
No. Well, that was the thing, isn't it? Is that a lot of those builds that we had that were due to start got pushed, and then because they then got pushed, it meant that they didn't start till late September. Some of them, we've just had bigger ones as well that are just going to run over, because that's inevitable.
Yeah.
But I think it will be better than it was. But I still think there will be. A rush on certain things.
Oh, there always. It's just
there's always things. That
it's
come
that
up.
time of year now, so I know the bigger one we're doing is gonna kind of roll through. They do have a deadline next year, and to keep on that deadline, it's going to be work, which is good because January is normally pretty quiet. So
yeah, well, because everyone pretty much has January off. Right?
So I think there'll be a few things that'll pretty much be good to go start of the year. But yeah, it's that hard thing. And then how do you navigate through the busy times? People panic. I need more guys. I got to hire more people. Like coming in, you don't want to hire people coming into Christmas. Like,
no.
You've got to be. That's where your scheduling's got to be down pat. And I think at the moment ours is crumbling a little bit. We're having some issues, but I think that's no fault of our own.
No.
You talk about it's like we can be as organised as you can be, but all it takes is one person out of everyone to stuff it all up.
Yeah.
And not be organised. One builder, one client, something like that, and just
Yeah.
throws a spanner in the works of,
Oh yeah, someone to push something out a week, and then there's sort of having a conversation the other day of like, how do you then deal with that pushing out a week? And we were sort of talking more about that as well, just to make sure.
Even the job you're doing,
the
even the job you've been doing today, it's a $15 million house that we kind of really
we knew about it,
have
but didn't know that
been thrown into a week ago, sort of thing. Like we didn't really have confirmation on it, so and then you're straight into slab work
and
so
lots of deck work.
Not saying that is unorganised. It's more like we've got to then fit that in, and then it means we've got to try and shuffle everything around. It's pulling you onto the tools more, where we kind of need you in here, and it's
because it then affects.
It's just it's a bit of a ripple effect of everything in regards to that. Yeah, really.
And then
we've got some big solars.
Solars.
The solar crew. He's in here. He's working back late. He might even pop his head in. He said
he's working.
We've got the microphone here for him. He was going to come.
He doesn't even know what he's doing over there.
He's a bit stressed.
He's just plugging
what time is it?
keyboard.
It's 5:30 at night. He's been on a roof all day, cooking in the sun, and then he's back in the office.
He's a company man.
Quoting. He loves it more than me. I heard he's trying to buy shares or something.
For now.
He wants in. So yeah, that rush coming into it now is just.
But it's the same every year.
It'll roll through.
It's the same I feel like everyone talks about it.
It's funny because I spoke to a lot of people and they were saying, "Oh, it's getting a bit quiet." Like maybe a month ago, like, "Oh, looking a bit quiet," and then it's like, bang! You're still quiet? Like, nah.
October hits and it's like we're
chaos.
On, let's go, and everyone's just fucking running around. I think that's.
I reckon it's because Coles started putting out Christmas trees.
Fucking everyone.
So then everyone starts freaking out, going, "Shit, I need to get that done before Chrissy." Hey, it's still 3 months away. Still got a quarter of the year to go. Kind of.
It doesn't feel like a quarter of the year. It feels like I don't know. I feel like it's just an excuse for everyone just to act a bit fucking mental and just fucking be a bit more stressed out and start
I'll
talking
never
about it.
understand. Here's what people think that tradies shut down for like 3 months or something over Chrissy, and it's like literally like 2 weeks. And no one wants, you don't want anyone at your house then anyway. Like, you know, I think I get the thing of like if you're building a house and you want to get in before Christmas and have Christmas at home, like I understand that. But there's got to be expectations started at the start of a job that like, you know, if you're going to be in that house or not. And if the deadline for your house is like the 20th of December, it's probably not going to go to plan.
You're not getting into your house by Christmas time if the deadline is that close to Christmas. That's not happening.
Just give up on that dream. Maybe
well, plus like
aim for an Easter.
Everyone works as well. Everyone works like you've worked the full year. Like Christmas for most people is the time that that's your main big holiday of the year for most people. So it's like a kind of a wind down period as well. I feel like towards the end of the year, everyone's kind of getting to the point where they've had enough.
No, you've been on holiday for like a week.
Fuck. I took fucking 4 days off, which meant I got a 6-day holiday, which I was smart about.
A Lennox holiday. Love that. If you saw Sam at the beach last week, shout out. That was his holiday for the year.
That was literally my holiday for the year. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm the same. I just go to caravan parks. I don't get to go to South America for 3 weeks. No. Shout out, Jared. Yeah. That's awesome for you, mate.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Talking about big holidays, yeah, that'd be nice.
Aren't you going to Bali next year?
No, I'm not going to Bali next year.
Oh no, you're not going.
No, I'm not.
Just your wife.
Just yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm here.
No, you were doing a lads holiday to Yamba Caravan Park, weren't you? That was
no. I'm going to Flat Rock Caravan Park.
Flat Rock.
I'm allowed to go to Flat Rock Caravan Park for one night.
Yeah. Otherwise, your ankle bracelet, your ankle bracelet she's got on you starts pinging. You can't go out
in the swag, in that coffin swag that I've got.
You're not allowed to go any further.
I've got to walk there and then walk back.
That's it.
I think that's.
He's coming. He's coming over. Solar Lord. He's going to pop his head in. Here he is. He's walking straight past.
He's run away.
Oh, maybe next time. Have I got a knife? What a question.
Good spark. He was carrying a knife.
Yeah. That's not a knife.
What else did I have to talk about? Yeah, so that was a good one. Yeah, crazy Christmas period, craziness. Another
probably
year
leads a lot into stress as well. You're probably getting some pressures put on you from your...
dealing with work-based stress. I think it got touched on quite a few episodes back, I think, when you were talking to Rian, but I think it's a good one to bring up, especially around this time, because I feel like Christmas is the lead up to Christmas as well is such a big thing because there's so much fucking money involved and there's, family pressures and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like it's good sometimes just to take a step back and
it kind of trickles down though. So say you're getting pressure put on you from a builder, they're probably getting pressure put on them from a client, an architect, whoever.
Yeah,
it may be a developer. And then it's 100%. Going on to you, or like me. Then it's going from me to you. It's probably going from you to the workers. Yeah. And they're going home, and then they're probably stressed out to their partners and their wives and their kids. And it's like it's a full.
It is a full trickle effect, and I feel like it is amplified at this time of year because I feel like I said, I feel that everyone's worked. They've had a big year of work, and then like this is sort of coming into your main holiday for the year, so you kind of feel like you're winding down, but also you're not winding down because you're like the pressure's being you're getting wound up because the pressure's being put on you. So I feel like it's probably just a good time to fucking take stock because I'm useless at it. I'm not good at not taking that shit home. I take it home and then sit there like a miserable cunt.
Do you just go home and cry?
I just cry.
What do you do?
I just sit in the fucking garage and cry.
It's not that bad, mate.
Nah, it's not that bad.
I just go home and drink.
Well, that's what I did for years, and then I got
so
fat. So then I
stopped doing that, and now I've started again. So that's what I know. There must be something going on.
Something's definitely happening.
I stopped drinking for ages, and now I find myself pouring Negronis on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, if you're drinking Negronis on a Tuesday night, you.
Why are you slurring your words and falling over at 6 o'clock at night? Hey, shut up. You don't understand what I go through. You don't understand.
That's it. Go full emotion.
And then I realise how much worse looking after kids is than even though I've got to look after all your kids at work, but it's still
fully. So yeah, that was a big one. I thought was a good topic to bring back up because, like I said, it got touched on a while ago.
Maybe if people take a bit of time to step back before venting their stresses on other people, and it's so much easier said than done.
Yeah,
but I'm guilty for it. I think the girls can tell when I'm a bit stressed because I'm normally pretty chilled out, and then I start getting a bit worked up and
Wow. Yeah, I think you were pretty fucking rattled this morning. That was kind of entertaining.
Was I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's for fair due reasons. Does that make sense? And then I walked into a pole. I think I broke my nose today. So that was awesome.
I thought you'd had a nose job.
Oh, can you say that? Yeah. Lucky I was wearing a hard hat.
You got a punch on, and he's just not willing to admit
Scott
that
was
he lost
there.
hard
I think he was a bit rattled. He was going, are you okay? I thought there was like blood coming out of my head, but it was actually just water coming out of my eyes. That's how hard. I wasn't crying, I swear.
Yeah, you were just crying.
I wasn't crying.
You were crying.
I got hit that hard that water sprayed out of my face. That's it. That's it.
I feel like this is really organised this week. I've actually got topics. I'm quite impressed with myself.
Yeah, for
I'm
once
quite
you've
impressed with
actually
myself.
done
I've actually, I've contributed for once.
I needed to prep you though.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? My other one that I thought was a good one that we've again, great audio.
Just checking it still works.
Dealing with different personalities I thought was a good one to touch on as well, because obviously when you're dealing with lots of different clients and different builders and you're trying to sort of navigate your way through that, I think that can be hard at times when, like, everyone's different and everyone has different ways of working and everyone has different expectations. So when you're trying to please all those people in the ways that they expect, not just the work to be completed, but how you deal with them, I feel like that can be challenging at times.
You mean in regards to your workers, or in regards to like you working for this builder, this builder, this builder, this builder? Everyone acts different.
Yeah.
Everyone likes things done different ways, and you're trying to.
And you're just trying to sort of you're trying to get through it all and like sort of deal with them in the way that they want to be dealt with, deal with this person the way they want to be dealt with, and sort of the different.
It's tiring.
It's tiring, but it's just also just making sure that everyone feels like they're getting the best service from you as well. So then adjusting to the different ways of the way that people like to be dealt with can be interesting, because I feel like in certainly the different range of clientele that we have, even in the the builders that we deal with, from their on-site guys to the people that are more like project management or office people, they all have different ways of working and dealing with things, and I just feel like that can be quite a juggle.
Well, some people like a lot of information, some people don't. You know, like there's some builders we work for that want us to document everything and send everything, and that's the way we work, which is good. But then we work with other people where we're sending them emails and you don't even get replies. No, because they're just like they're probably guys that are on the tools more. Not really,
totally.
And it's just like they don't have the processes in place. And
that's what I mean as well.
And then it's almost like you're annoying them when you're sending them all these emails.
Yeah.
And then you got to know that, and it's like, it's kind of how we work. It's how the other guys we work are. But you need an email answered. You don't get it.
Hard.
Yeah,
especially when we're kind of creating emails to generate responses from people, so that we've got it sort of documented. And then if it doesn't get responded to, it makes it kind of hard, because the email then becomes not pointless, but you feel like you kind of not banging your head against a brick wall. But it's nice to get responses sometimes.
Well, you still, I guess, and then if you're not someone who's dealing with clients or builders, then you've still got that same issue with workers as well. Like, not an issue, but like you still got to deal with other people's personalities. Worker to worker, worker to office staff. That's where I feel like there's a lot of clashes in regards to that as well. I know where I've worked, previous places had issues with office staffing and stuff as well, which seems like, I think we're pretty lucky here. Like, the girls are good, so I don't think they've ever really had any issues with anyone. But that's where personalities clash as well, because that's also where on site we're all tradies, then you're mixing in with people that are not. So
totally.
You might get frustrated when someone doesn't know something, but you got to remember as well that person's not a trained electrician. They don't know. No. They might not know what you're talking about.
No.
So there's clashes in personalities throughout the whole industry in different ways.
Yeah, and I think, like I said, just trying to navigate through that and deal with everyone in the way that they want to be dealt with, because, like I said, it can be very different, person to person, business to business, customer to customer. Some customers like to be dealt with in different ways, like you say. Some customers like.
Well, you're never going to be able to keep everyone happy, no matter how hard you try.
No, that's true. But I think that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Is that you never. And we're back.
All right, we're back. I don't know
I
what's
can't even
going
see the
on.
fucking screen now.
Oh, for
Oh.
fuck's sake. How good's
well,
technology, hey? Technology sucks.
Anyway,
I'm
we're
just
back.
I'm changing it. I reckon
Yes.
we're doing no more YouTube and we're
Okay.
going full Spotify because the camera is doing me. I keep messing the camera up. It's chirpy chirp in the background.
Yeah, chirpy chirper in the background.
It's if it's either run out of battery or the memory card's full. And I just never check it before we do
User
it.
error.
So, sorry, halfway through this, there's going to be a black screen, or maybe I'll just put a picture of Sam's face for, I don't even know how long there was no recording for. So, we're back now.
We're back now.
The audio will still be going because it's
Yeah.
recorded separately. So,
We're all good.
we didn't go anywhere.
We
Just,
just didn't. Yeah, we just
no
video.
bodies.
What were we talking about? I can't actually remember what we were talking about. But one of the last things I was going to say was congratulations to a few of the boys who got engaged these last few weekends. Tom, George.
Something in the water at New Age
Something in the
Electrical,
water.
mate, because
There's either
people are
kids
dropping
happening
the
or
knee.
There's
Babies everywhere.
There's babies, people getting engaged. All the things are happening. All the things.
There's two more that need to do it. You know who you are.
Yeah. What, babies or engagements?
Oh.
Both.
Both.
Oh,
Let's get it done.
huge.
Jump
That's
in.
huge.
Get in the trenches with us.
Yeah. Jump in. The water's beautiful. Yeah, and then that led on to just talking about, I suppose, how things change once you've got those things happening, especially young families. Like people, once you've got a young family, I feel like it changes your focus pretty quick. I think I fucking changed a
Being
fair
a dad.
bit when I was fucking 23 when I had my first kid. That fucking rocked my life.
Right, I didn't know you then.
I was a loser.
A loser.
And then it all turned around because I had to fucking look after someone else as well.
Yeah.
But I think that changed.
Looking after other humans is super fun, isn't it?
Challenging, I think, is the word you're looking for.
It is challenging.
No, but that was cool. I thought that was pretty cool that that happened to two of the lads in a short period of time.
Well done, guys.
Well done. Well done. I hope I haven't just fucking.
I can't believe I got so far in without pushing one of these buttons. That's good.
I think you did one by accident.
Did I?
Yeah, earlier.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sorry
I just
about
didn't say anything.
What one was it?
I thought it was entertaining. The blue one.
What was the blue one?
That one.
Is that from Age of Empires or something?
Yeah, it is. It is from Age of Empires.
Is
Is
it?
that what that's from? The blue one.
That's a
so
good game.
That is a good game.
Shout out to all the nerds that play that. I love that game.
Have we got any shout outs actually this week? Who have we got shout outs to? No one.
Craigo, number one listener.
Oh, yeah. Craigo.
I know you're watching. I know you're listening. He acts like he doesn't.
He's either on Instagram listening to the podcast or he's,
If we're talking about builders, I definitely know there's one builder listening because every time we talk about something, he seems
he gives
to
a
know
shit.
everything.
No, it's either he makes out like he's giving a shit about it when really we know that he's listening to it all the time.
I got another good shout out as well. We had a little someone being a little bit unhappy with us. Seems to happen a lot. I don't know. There's always someone that's
Someone who's got
not
something
happy
to
with
say.
New Age. I don't know why. Don't know what it is that I've done wrong to all these people. What was it that we undercut everyone in town and with the cheapest,
Dogs.
and we undercut everyone and everyone hates us or something. And I was like, you know what? You spread that because the thing I get told is that we're too expensive. So
So now we're back
I
on,
was like,
baby.
what's this bloke charging? Because our overheads are fucking wild. So I don't know what planet that's on. But mate, yeah, if you're a builder listening, we are super cheap, undercut everyone.
Yeah.
We'll do all your work for free.
Yeah, for nothing.
I just thought that was pretty funny. I actually had a bit of a laugh about that. Someone was actually in the builders that told me that they had seen that on a Facebook page or some shit. I don't know. But pretty funny. Yeah. So
Get a life.
apparently everyone hates us and we're super cheap.
Whatever.
Love that.
Whatever. Bring it on.
But in regards to that, if no one's talking about you, you're not doing enough, are you? And if the people that
true.
are talking about you are usually below you. So shout out to you, absolute legends. If you got time to talk shit about people, then you must be
Flat
very
out.
busy.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
And good luck to you.
Yeah. Other than that, hopefully you hear that because you obviously take time out to listen as well. So
Yeah, you hate us. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that hated that you.
it's a love-hate relationship. I just hate him, but I can't stop listening.
Can't stop.
If only.
Stop.
Anyway,
Yeah, if only.
thanks for listening. I'll let you do the sign out,
Thanks
seeing
for
as
seeing
you've
everyone.
ran the whole episode.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Another bit sporadic, but hey,
Sorry for the
good times. I hope you're
sorry
not
for
looking
the
at a black screen for half
black
of this. If
screen
you're
in.
going to be watching it on. You can't put this up on YouTube if it's black screen for half of it.
No, I'm going to put your face doing that.
No one needs to see that.
I'm going to do it. So there will probably be about 20 minutes of Sam's head in there.
There's a lot of head as well.
Yeah. It's fucking big noggin. Made for TV.
Made for radio.
Spotify.
A face for radio.
The hopefully next week, if I can organise it, it's quite hard to organise at the moment. I'm trying to get some more Sparkies on. If I have reached out to you or you've reached out to us, I'm organising it. It is a bit harder than you think. I've got a lot going on at the moment. I've got 3 guys in Melbourne lined up for next week. We're going to do a little Melbourne Sparky chat. Probably go a bit more into processes so 4 different companies, different systems they use, stuff like that.
Nice.
Dealing with builders, how they charge hourly rate or quoting, stuff like that.
Bigger
sort of
companies?
thing. So.
Or same size?
Smaller than us.
Uh-huh.
Three guys smaller than us. I think. Yeah, one maybe. A handful of guys for each sort of team. So
Nice.
That'd be a bit of a different insight and good to get some guys down south on, and then trying to line up a few other ones as well. So it is a bit hard at the moment, a bit busy. So a few more Zooms, I think, would be good.
A few more Zooms would be good because the Wilman one was good.
And if you're keen to come on for a chat, reach out. Let me know if you got something you want to talk about, something interesting that you reckon you can bring.
Because aren't you a global superstar now on like the podcast realm? Haven't you been on like an international podcast?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Wow.
I wouldn't talk about that in front of everyone, but that did happen.
Look out!
So
What a fucking guy! He's a celebrity.
Sam's not happy because he didn't get invited on that one.
I'm just bigging you up.
You keep bringing it up.
No,
You keep bringing it up
I'm just giving
like
you kudos
nice.
for fucking doing a good thing, mate.
Yeah, so I went on the biggest
supporting your
podcast
celebrity.
for Australians in the world.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's massive.
That's what they're claiming.
Wow.
No, it was good. That was actually good. If you haven't listened to that, check out Electrician's podcast. Talk about
I'm refusing to listen to it.
bit of work. Sam hasn't listened to it, but that's all
Not that I'm upset about it.
right.
They can't have 2 Sams on that show anyway. It would be fucking weird. No one would understand what was going on.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't get invited.
There you go. It's because you're English, mate.
Oh, that as well, yeah. True. There's enough English in that. Yeah, that's true.
There you go. Anyway, deep dark secret.
Hmm.
I'm a pom.
Yeah, he didn't tell him that, did he? Kept that one fucking
I've lived
quiet.
here long enough now.
Is that how it works?
That's how it works. All right.
Righto.
Signing out. Talking gibberish.
See you.
Let's go.
Bye.